Good afternoon and welcome to AJ's unofficial Carshalton Athletic vlog, coming from my back garden. So before I start, there will be no match highlights on this vlog, unfortunately, because I'm still not allowed to film at Carshalton Avenue. Moving on, it was the first game of the Isthmian League season yesterday, and Robins were home to Brightlingsea Regent. Much change, Robins. A big upheaval in the summer. We got a new manager, Steve McKim, coming in from who left Tonbridge last year, and is now taking over with us. And practically a whole new squad of players as well. We had a really big clear out, which I think probably was needed, because I think got a little bit down near the end of last season. So the only three players we retained from the previous seasons is Tommy Bradford, who started yesterday, Bradley Williams, who's on the bench, and Paris Hamilton Downs, who unfortunately sustained a really bad Achilles injury and is probably out to at least Christmas. As for Brightlingsea Regent, well, we beat them 6-1 last year in the league. That was when we had a little good spell, and we followed that with a 5-0 win over Folkestone. But yeah, it was going to be different today. It was never going to be as one-sided as that. When I thought, well, even though we have a whole new team pretty much playing together their first competitive game, as for the game itself, the rustiness did show. I mean, to be fair, they played in absolute boiling heat. I mean, I admire the players that played in that game yesterday, because the heat was really tough just for us supporters standing there watching it. So God knows what it was like for the players who were running about in it in 35-degree heat for 90 minutes. I'm mindful, I don't think I could have done that, you know. But yes, but as the game goes, we actually went 1-0 down after about 7 minutes. And we started a bit slowly, and due to a big mix-up in defence from Bradley Pearce and goalkeeper Liam Beach, both left the ball for each other. Luke Woodward nipped in and fired the ball into an empty net to give Brightlingsea Regent a 1-0 lead. You know, it's always seemed to be one mistake. You know, it's like last year when we opened up against Enfield, and Bobby Price headed back towards our goalkeeper Thomas, and actually headed it over him, and it went in the back of the net to give them an early lead. But we sort of, you know, recovered from that. We sort of, you know, the game was sort of, it was a slow pace, which is totally understandable given the conditions. But on 16 minutes, the Robins did equalise. Jermaine Anderson felled Tom Beer in the box, and we got a penalty. And Tom Beer stepped up himself to the penalty and fired it home, wrong foot in the goalkeeper, to make it 1-1. The game started loading up a little bit. Carshalton had a spell of possession. You know, the thing about us this season, we have the possession, but we're a bit more direct. It's not sort of 20 passes in defence. It's a few passes, but it's actually progressing forward and attacking, which is good. As the game goes, Carshalton did get a bit stronger, and just before half time, Carshalton were very unlucky not to be 2-1 up. But to be fair, it was due to a terrific double save from the Charlie Turner, the Brightlingsea Regent goalkeeper. Tom Beer had a really good shot. He parried that one away. The ball fell to Walter Figuera, but he also saved that as well to keep it 1-1. So come half time, in the sweltering heat, it was Carshalton Athletic 1, Brightlingsea Regent 1. And so the second half kicked off, and again, Charlie Turner had to be at his best to pull off a fantastic save from Tom Beer just a couple of minutes into the second half. As Carshalton sort of started off strongly and sort of progressed to get a bit stronger as the half went on. Despite the fitness, they were doing really well, actually, considering. We hit the crossbar twice. Arthur Lee, both times, he's hit the cross, came over and he headed the ball home, but it came off the crossbar. And the same thing happened again later on near the end of the game. Another Arthur Lee header hit the crossbar as well. So the game could have been a more comfortable scoreline than it was. But yeah, to give credit to Brightlingsea Regent, they defended very well, and we did sort of get the better of the attacks. But they were Brightlingsea Regent, Temi Odeji, Charlie Durling, Jake Thompson in the defence, all did really well to be in the way to block shots, and they just threw their bodies at everything. So good at that. But eventually we did get through. 73 minutes. It was 2-1 to the Robins, and one of the players who signed from Tonbridge Angels, Aaron Smith-Joseph, who was having a fantastic game, his first competitive game for the Robins, fires home after a goalmouth melee, ball bouncing everywhere, and eventually keeper pulled off a couple of saves, but eventually Aaron was there in the right place to guide it home, to give the Robins a 2-1 lead. So and that's it. Carshalton continued to press, trying to get a third, but like I said, Arthur Lee then hit the crossbar again with another header from a corner, and yeah, so it finished. Carshalton Athletic 2, Brightlingsea Regent 1, and yeah, it's good to start the season off with a win. It's always good to give it a boost, especially as it's their first competitive game together as well, and the new management, and everything. So credit where credit's due. It was a good performance. Obviously it was a bit slow to start with, but understandable with the conditions and sort of new team playing together. Yes, so I think that the early table doesn't sort of matter too much, but we're currently sitting 6th. Corinthian Casuals are top of the league after a 4-1 win over Owers and Pitsea, I think it was. And yeah, but yeah, good win. Good to start the season off with a win, and hopefully we can continue that form for our next game, which is at the lovely Dripping Pan ground of Lewis FC. So that will be coming up on Tuesday for our first away game. Looking forward to that one. That will be a really good competitive game, and weather will be a lot cooler by then as well. I think it's going to be a bit wetter as well, so it'll be much easier playing conditions for both teams. So hopefully I should be able to do a vlog from that game with goal highlights, match highlights and goals. But yeah, as for this one today, really happy, excited to see me the win, delighted with that, couldn't ask for any more, and hopefully we can continue this form into Tuesday when we play Lewis. So that's it from me. I'll be back later on in the week, and thank you for watching, and give us a like, and I'm sorry there's going to be no goal highlights or goals of my home vlogs, but that's just the way it is. I did know that from last season, but I was hoping this season it'd be changing, but it's not going to. So yeah, so if you're sitting here just listening to me ramble on about the game, thank you, I appreciate it. But this is me, AJ, signing off for now, and I will be back for the Lewis game. So until then, sayonara.